Hello, everybody. Mark Zachary, broker and owner of Next Step Home Loans. Hope you're having a great day today. So I've got some data that I wanted to share with you today, and it was some good data that I think you can share with your client base and just be more educated on what's happening in the market. So Adam data came out this week, and they wanted to share some information, and their big headline was that foreclosures were up 36% this year as compared to last year. And what they didn't tell you is the 36% being up 36% was actually foreclosure starts. So it's not actual foreclosure, but it's foreclosure starts, which means that the lender has notified the borrower that they are now 30 days late, and foreclosure proceedings could begin if they continue to be late and they don't catch up. So it's a very misleading stat to throw out there to say foreclosure starts or foreclosures were up 36%, but it was a big headline. In reality, it's up 23% on the actual foreclosures when you compare it year over year. But you have to remember, last year at this time, tons of people were going into forbearance. And so nobody was getting foreclosed on back then because of the moratorium that was put on foreclosures and evictions and all of that. So again, the 23% increase in foreclosures, actual foreclosures, is a little misleading as well when you think back on why there were no foreclosures last year at this time. And it was because of the forbearance that people were going into due to the COVID crisis and so many millions and millions of people losing their jobs. So don't freak out by those numbers. The media wants to throw those numbers at you and say, man, the sky's falling. The mortgage and real estate market must be coming to a slowdown, and that's just not the case. You're seeing it in the market. I'm seeing it in the market. The actual foreclosures, when you look at month over month, they are actually down 8% compared to April's number. So that's really good news. Now, in regards to the forbearance, if you watch some of the videos that I put together last year about this time, I gave just a high level recap of what a forbearance or what forbearance really is. And it allows people to miss 3, 6, 9, 12 months worth of payments during a difficult time. So you had a lot of people go into that when they lost their job, and you're having many, many people come out now. There's still estimated there's 2 million people still currently in forbearance right now, and about 700,000 of those are expected to come out in the month of June. So that's really good news that people are getting back to work and they are being able to catch up, hopefully, on their mortgage payment. About 25% of all the people that went into forbearance actually continued to make their payment, but they registered with their lender that they wanted to be in forbearance just in case they needed that option, in case they lost their job or they couldn't pay for a house. So they went ahead and went into forbearance, but continued to make their payment. Now, the deal about forbearance is if you haven't made an arrangement with your existing lender, then typically the way it works is you miss 6 payments, 9 payments, 12, whatever the case may be. Well, after you come out of forbearance, you typically have to catch all of those payments up at one time. Not many people put that kind of money away to be able to do that. So unless you have, made an arrangement with your lender, there could be some additional grief right there, having to come up with all that money. But what we're seeing is this could be an issue to where it helps the inventory levels. Because if you look back in 2008, 9, 10, when everybody got behind on their house payments, well, they went into foreclosures a lot, and that was because the equity position with those particular borrowers was not that great. Well, now you're seeing many, many homes that are going bid over ask, and so the people that have been in forbearance, over the last 6-12 months have realized significant increase in their appreciation and the value. So those people are much less likely to just say, hey, Mr. Banker, here are the keys, take the house back because there's no equity in my house anyway, so I'm just going to walk away from it. That's what they did back in 2008, 9, 10 time frame. But now people are realizing a lot more equity. They're seeing a lot more equity in their house. And so they're more likely to put the house on the market and sell it really quickly versus allowing it to go into foreclosure. So that's really, really good news. Hopefully everybody can get caught up on their house payment and they don't have to sell if they don't want to. But it's certainly a much better option this go around than it was in 2008 when the last financial crisis hit. So if we look at the inventory in regards to the builder starts and permits and things like that, the starts are actually up a little bit right now because the permits that the builders had been pulling over the last few months. So the starts are up a little bit, but the permits are down this month when you compare it to last month. And we really expect, or we think that the permits being down have a lot to do with the inflation numbers that are going on and just the fact that builders are having a tough time determining what the price of their house is going to be because they don't know the cost of the lumber. They don't know the cost of the labor that they're going to have. There are tons of people still on extended unemployment benefits, and it's estimated that 40% of the people that are on unemployment benefits right now are earning more being unemployed than they were being employed a year ago. So the builders are having to compete with the government in regards to pulling these people out of their house, off their couches, and getting them back to work. So some interesting stats there. The unemployment extended benefits is supposed to end shortly after Labor Day. So it'll be interesting to see if the labor market really starts to turn around sometime in October or November timeframe. All right, that's it for now. Hope that helped you, and hopefully you can share that out with some of your family, friends, coworkers, anybody that you know of that just wanting some information on the real estate market, the mortgage market, and what's happening around here. So always here to answer any questions you've got. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk with you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.